Welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. We go to Sudan, where peace talks begin with neither side showing up. Peace talks aimed at ending the conflict in Sudan have started with neither warring side in the negotiation room. The United States, which is leading the talks, insisted that the event continue regardless, saying that they're going to try to do everything that they can to end the horrific crisis in the country. Fighting between the army and the paramilitary known as the Rapid Support Forces has killed thousands and driven about 10 million people from their homes and has sparked what the United Nations has called the world's worst hunger crisis. The army said that it would boycott the talks several days ago, while the RSF went to Switzerland initially, but at the last minute stated that they would stay away. The army said that it would not attend as the RSF had not implemented what was agreed upon in Saudi Arabia last year. The paramilitary group had not met key conditions of the Jeddah Declaration, such as withdrawing its fighters from civilians' homes and public facilities. The RSF has denied accusations of looting and violence against civilians, though. As late as Tuesday night, there were still hopes that the Sudanese army would arrive for the talks. The RSF on Tuesday night said that its arrival in Geneva was a powerful testament to the resolve and determination to alleviate the suffering of the Sudanese people. However, the RSF were not present at the start of the talks on Wednesday. The group has not publicly given a reason why. Previous talks in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain have all failed. Delegates from the United Emirates, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, the African Union, the United Nations attended Wednesday's ceremony. According to the United Nations Migration Agency, tens of thousands of preventable deaths have been looming in Sudan if the conflict should continue.
Countries and multilaterals that have been most intensely engaged in trying to solve this crisis, to work on what we can do together for a cessation of violence and humanitarian access.
But such attempts are complicated by US partners Egypt and the UAE backing different sides in the conflict, and by a two-thirds shortfall in the $2.7 billion of aid that the UN has requested. The war sprang from long simmering tensions between the RSF and Sudan's armed forces as a return to civilian government was repeatedly delayed.
Those in Sudan, let us know your thoughts. Let us know on if you feel that an agreement, long-term ceasefire is to come. Let's go to Egypt, where the president of Somalia is in the country. Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud has arrived in Cairo for a two-day official visit. The visit highlights the strategic importance of the relationship between the two countries, which share historical, cultural, and strategic interests. The primary agenda of the president visit includes high-level talks with Egyptian President El-Sisi, and the discussions are expected to cover a wide array of issues, with particular focus on security and defense, economic partnerships, and maritime security. The visit comes at a time when both countries are navigating complex regional politics. Egypt, a key player in the Arab world, and Somalia, located in the Horn of Africa, have much to gain from a strengthened alliance. Historically, Egypt has been a big supporter of Somalia's sovereignty. Those in Egypt and Somalia, let us know your thoughts on the president's meeting, on the official two-day visit for the Somali president in Egypt. Let's go to the Caribbean. And there we go to Puerto Rico, where Ernesto has been upgraded to a hurricane. Ernesto has strengthened into a Category 1 hurricane as it moves northwest of Puerto Rico. The National Hurricane Center reported that Ernesto achieved hurricane status at about 11 a.m. on Wednesday, with winds reaching 75 miles per hour. This is now the third hurricane of the season. Hurricane Ernesto dropped rain on Puerto Rico and knocked out power for nearly half of all customers in the U.S. territory Wednesday, as it threatened to become a major storm on its way to Bermuda. The hurricane was over open water for about 720 miles southwest of Bermuda, with a maximum sustained winds of 80 miles an hour. A hurricane watch has been issued for Bermuda, while tropical storm warnings were discontinued for Puerto Rico and the islands of the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. According to the Puerto Rican governor, more than 640,000 homes are without power in the island nation.
Stay away from the coastal areas, stay safe at home or wherever you are, and keep an eye on the reports of the National Weather Bureau.
Island officials also asking people to donate blood because resources are low. President Joe Biden approving an emergency declaration for Puerto Rico, which will help unlock federal funds for the island. FEMA and other federal teams also standing by ready to help. Ernesto also impacting islands to the east of Puerto Rico. Wind and rain lashing the island of Tortola. And off the shore of St. Martin, this cargo ship becoming untethered.
Those in Puerto Rico. If you are getting this message, let us know on how we can help out. Also, if you are watching outside or in the Caribbean or just in the world and you have information on how you can be part of the help, whatever they need, please leave a comment below. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
New release of the Spring Summer Collection. Visit www.mccadero.com.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from the Igbo. What's going on? And it reads, no one gets a mouthful of food by picking between another person's teeth. Once again, no one gets a mouthful of food by picking between another person's teeth. Igbo proverb. Yeah, what this reference is, this proverb is referencing is mind your business, 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 mind your business. The business, what? Which business? Your business, because that's the business that usually pays you. Omara, do you understand? Omara, mind your business. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Combos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.